Today's video is basically about the 5 characters that need to be in this game. I've seen people stat on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Facebook, all different types of social media, what characters they would like to have in the game. But me, through the shelf life of the entire game of Marvel Rivals, I think these characters need to show up. These are the top 5 characters that I think the game needs to add. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, to start off, I think MODOK needs to be added to this game. You know, mental organism designed for only killing needs to be added to this game. In the comics, MODOK was a good villain. I mean, honestly, quite frankly, he was a Avenger level threat villain when he first came out. I mean, he was up there with Doom, Loki, Kang, Kovac, Thanos. Did I say Thanos twice? Ultron. Yeah, he was up there, but thanks to the MCU, he now is a joke character.
Surprised to see me?
Yeah?
It's the big guy. It's the big guy.
Cassie? I almost didn't recognize you.
How are you not dead?
I became the ultimate weapon.
That's what this is?
What is that? What is that? Somebody, what? When I was a kid, when I was reading comics, I was like, MODOK is the, is the truth. He is like damaged. He got a big ass head, but he, dangerous. MODOK needs to be added to Marvel Rivals because he's a great villain, and also I think his move kit or move set would work greatly. Especially if they put him as a strategist. If they put him as a strategist, I think his kit, due to his psionic powers, would benefit greatly. Plus, the game needs more strategists. I think they can have it where he can do the trifecta of what strategists do as far as damage boosting, movement boosting, and healing. He can do all that due to his psionic powers. Also, he could be flying around. Not too many strategists don't even fly, so I mean, well, Rocket just jet dashes, but other than that, MODOK, he should be able to fly because of his rocket powered buttocks. But yeah, he should be able to fly, and then also grant him slow falling, like Rocket, Magneto, Hela, and all those guys who can fly. He will be a great addition to the team. It would be good to see MODOK, and plus we need more villains. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time that NetEase and Marvel Games actually show the world how good MODOK is as a villain and not as a joke character. All right. Up next is Nightcrawler. Kurt Wagner is I remember as a kid in 1979, 1980, when he first came out. Well, actually, he came out the first issue of Giant Size X-Men in 1975, but I wasn't born. I was, so in 79, 70, and 80, I was 4 or 5 years old. That's when I first started getting into comic books, and that issue had the first appearance of Colossus, Nightcrawler, Storm, and Wolverine and Thunderbird. And Nightcrawler has been a fan favorite ever since. Nightcrawler is a good character. As him coming into the game, I will put him as strategist, but he can also be a duelist. But I think he can be a good strategist. I mean, his teleport would be beneficial to the team. They can have it where like he can, I think it should be his ability. You know what I'm saying? Not his ultimate as far as teleporting, but ability. And it should have like a mid to high cooldown. And it should, or he has 2 stocks of teleport, so he could teleport 1 or 2, different teammates. And then when they come out of teleportation, their heal will regen slowly or mid, not too fast, but that would help as a strategist. As ultimate, I have no idea what they're gonna have as ultimate. I would like to have his teleporting as a tactical and not as a ultimate. Also, even if they go NetEase go with the route of putting him as a dueler, he has to be a melee dueler. I mean, let's not forget Nightcrawler is a great swashbuckler. I mean, he's good at fencing. He's good with swords. He can fight with swords, and he has to have a sword. He has to have a sword. Period. He just has to have a sword. Recently in comics, like as far as last year, he even had a stint of being Spider-Man for a minute. I don't know why, but I need to go back in my comics and get back into my comics and find out what that was all about. But back to the game, Nightcrawler would be a good addition. He's a fan favorite. I'm not the only one who think he needs to be in this game. I've seen it all online, people saying he needs to be in the game. Hell, this is probably some people #1 pick that they on their wish list. But we'll see. Matt Murdock, the Daredevil. He needs to wait, hold on. Time out. Let me turn off this music, okay? I know it's a nice music, but you're not copywriting me this time, Disney. You're not taking this down and putting it in. Nope, not doing it. Let me turn this music off right now. Matt Murdock will be a great addition to Marvel Rivals. I mean, he's also another fan favorite. He's also another on people's wish list. Is the Daredevil. I mean, Daredevil is he's great. He's good. You can have him swing around just like Spider-Man and Venom. You already got that ability in the game with both Spider-Man and Venom. He can swing around with his Billy Club. He has to come in the game as a duelist. He has to. There's no strategist or Vanguard things about him. He has to be a duelist. Has to be a melee duelist. My main concern with Matt is that his kit or his ability in the comics and even the TV shows and the cartoons could be kind of overpowered if they're not done correctly or checked correctly when they're put in the game. Matt's main power is his echolocation. It's much like a bat sonar or radar, but on a superhuman level. And if you put it in a game format, it'll probably be like Bloodhound from Apex Legends as far as her tactical and her passive and her ultimate. I mean, and let's be real, Bloodhound's was S tier for at least 2.5, 3 years due to her kit. Okay, so if you put that in the game, it could be power. You have to limit it. You can't have him bust. It has to be his ultimate, flat out. It has to be his ultimate. Echolocation has to be his ultimate. You can't have it where he can scan the whole map. You have to have it where it's limited to meters and range. Okay, because looking and seeing where enemies is behind walls and stuff like that can be kind of broken. That's why I'm saying you have to be limited as far as granting him powers. Okay. Another reason why I think he need to be in the game, like I said, he's a fan favorite. And if you look at this fan art, I swear to God, I thought it was actual official art when I look at it. This is from Xander Barcelo. I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Xander, but kudos to you, man. This artwork is phenomenal. You even have the different colors, different color scans. You know what I'm saying? NetEase, hire this man. This man took the effort to create this. This is just amazing work. If you want to look at the rest of his artwork, go to DeviantArt's website and he'll show it up. But man, this is just amazing. This is phenomenal work. This is another reason why he needs to be added to the game. Ghost Rider. I mean, Ghost Rider needs to be added to this game because I'm totally shocked that he wasn't added in the game in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? Ghost Rider need to be in this game, but the real question is which Ghost Rider? I mean, you have the original Johnny Blaze, you have Dan Ketch, and you have Robbie Reyes, who appeared in the Marvel Shield television show. Robbie Reyes version did, but no shade to Danny and Robbie. Johnny has to be in the game. He's the original Ghost Rider. I mean, I've loved Ghost Rider. When Marvel vs. Capcom 3 got announced, and Ghost Rider came out, I was like, Ghost Rider was on my team. My original team for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or Ultimate Marvel Capcom vs. 3, was Ghost Rider, Taskmaster, and Dormammu. Love that team. Absolutely love the team. Ironically, that was the same team that Alucard used. You know, the great one of the great fighting game FGC players from Detroit. He used that team. So I mean, it was a good team, but Ghost Rider was very low tier in that game. Unfortunate. Then Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite came out, and Ghost Rider was amazing, but a lot of people didn't play that game due to Dragon Ball FighterZ. I digress. I'm going off topic. Ghost Rider need to be added to Marvel Rivals. Good character, household name. That he wasn't even added as the base roster. Ability, primary fire should be his chains, just like in the Marvel vs. Capcom games. Alternative fire, however, he should use his Hellfire shotgun, much like Punisher uses his shotgun up close. Chains for mid to long range, shotgun, shotty, up close encounters for the third kind, up close. As far as class, he should be Vanguard. He can work as duelist, but we got a lot of duelists. He will work better as a Vanguard. I don't know what his passive would be. That's up to NetEase. But I do know what I have an idea for his ultimate. They have to implement his pennant stare. Now his pennant stare, he usually grabs somebody and looking into his eyes and whatnot. But this, when it comes to this game, they have the pennant stare where he looks up in the sky and he screams pennant stare and he shoots out hellfire from his eyes, and it's an AOE attack. You know what I'm saying? And he in circular AOE in the ground. Depending, I don't know how big it could be. It could be big, it could be small, mid-size, never small. But it's hellfire shooting up on the ground, and people walk over it, they get damaged over time. You know what I'm saying? That would be good. That would be a good ultimate. But what I do know is he needs to be in the game. By far, Johnny Blaze version. Just recently saw in the comic books that like I'm talking about recent, like 2 to 3 weeks ago, that there's a new Ghost Rider, and this Ghost Rider is the host is the Hood. If you're well aware of the Hood was a villain during the Siege time of the comics. He was part of the Cabal, and you know. Now he's Ghost Rider because Xanathos chose him to be the Ghost Rider, and they're doing a run right now in the comic book with him. I'm talking about 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's just so recent. Ghost Rider's Wikipedia hasn't even been updated. Even the Marvel database hasn't been updated. It just really happened. The only reason why I'm bringing him up is because in the leaked list, out of the 10 characters that have been leaked in Marvel Rivals, the name The Hood pop up. And I'm telling you right now, I do not want The Hood as Ghost Rider. The Hood can be the Hood, but not the Hood version of Ghost Rider. Please, NetEase, if you're seeing this video, please do not make that new Ghost Rider the Ghost Rider for this game. Now look, I'm not being mad that if they do add him or whatnot. I'm not trying to be biased or not. I like Johnny Blaze, and Johnny Blaze, when I correlate with Ghost Rider, it got to be Johnny Blaze. I mean, the Hood is okay, but even with that being said, I cannot stand the Hood. The Hood to me is the Goldberg version in the Marvel Comics. He didn't put any dues. Now he breaking bread with the Cabal, with the likes of Avenger threat level villains, just because Kingpin was arrested and he took over the underworld. Now he got magical powers as strong as Doctor Strange. It's just like he didn't put any dues, and who the hell is this dude? Like, I can't stand the Hood, man. And now they made him Ghost Rider? Man, no. Put in Johnny Blaze. Marvel Rivals. Period. End of discussion. And finally, Cyclops. The man, the myth, the legend. The main leader of the X-Men, or the blue team leader. We already got the gold team leader in Storm in the game. Might as well add Cyclops. Another character that I was shocked and surprised that was not part of the main roster. I mean, why not have the X-Men leader in the game? You understand what I'm saying? It has to be in the game. Main ability focuses around his optic blast. Okay. He has to be a Vanguard. Like I said, too many duelists. He has to be a Vanguard. Cap's a Vanguard. He has to be a Vanguard. I mean, it will work wonders. He's a Vanguard. He's a great hand-to-hand combatant. I mean, he can bang with Captain America. I'm not saying he can beat Captain America, but he has had hand-to-hand combat against Captain America, and it has worked. Okay. The optic blast. Don't know what his ultimate would be. Have no clue, but that's not my job. My job is to bring it to the table and let you eat, and then figure out how it tastes. Okay. Cyclops. I want to give a shout out to the animators for X-Men 97. They finally showed what we comic book readers been known for years, as how good Cyclops is not only as a tactician, not only as a leader, but just as a character as a whole. You know, for years, thanks to Fox, you know, they would have him as a joke character, or, you know, Wolverine's lapdog. But I mean, it's Cyclops. He's the leader of the X-Men for a reason. I mean, we know this as avid comic book readers. Now the rest of the world is like, hey, Cyclops like that. Cyclops has been like that. Scott Summers has been like that. Okay, I'm glad that the cartoon bring that up. And then also, he's been like that in video games. I mean, one of the greatest comebacks of all time in fighting game history, one of them is, you know, performed by Justin Wall with his Cyclops. So Cyclops need to be in this game. It's just a travesty that he's not in this game already, but he definitely needs to be added to this game. Be wonderful. And there you have it. Those are my top 5, or my 5 characters that need to be added to Marvel Rivals. If you like the list, or even if you don't like the list, just like it and subscribe my video, And come in the comment section and tell me who do you think need to be added to the game. It'd be appreciative if you keep it going. We're a community over here. Tell me who you feel, tell me who you like, tell me who you don't like, tell me who you want to be in the game, and we'll go from there. Well, that's it for me. So have a blessed one as well as a good one, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Late.